All right, we're going to watch Jillian's butterfly here underwater. This is more of the side view. So again, one of the things I want you to kind of look at right now while we're just going through slow motion, Jillian, just gotta watch how much you move your head, right? You lift your eyes up, but you're not there's no reason to look forward. You want to keep your eyes down. You don't want to move your head quite as often as you do. The way you lift your head up to breathe is so good, okay, so well. But when you're not breathing, you keep lifting up your head, and you don't need to do that. You got to just keep that head down. Kind of see how that hand came above the water and off. Kind of see how you're really not as tight of a streamline as you can be. You can see a lot of crooked things with those fingers. The other thing you got to be careful of, looks like a little bit of a flutter kick there off that wall. So let's kind of start this over. And let's see if we can really kind of focus on one thing at a time. So first off, right here, I mean, your head's perfect. Your hands are entering. Your head is perfect. I mean, that's exactly where you need to be. That looks good. As you go into that first breath there, you do a good job of breathing early. That's fantastic. You can kind of see here from the side that your hands are a little bit too wide. We'd like to see those hands closer. I think you'll see a better video on the up front where your hands are closer together. Okay, so let's do work on making sure those fingertips really are almost touching underneath the water. As your hands are entering. So right here, your hands are entering up into the top right. You can kind of see you've got your chest loaded down, your head's down there, and your hips are up here. So you got a good, strong power triangle. That's fantastic, Jillian. I mean, that's what we want to see all the time. I'd like to see, instead of your eyes looking this way, your head down a little bit better. Okay, that'll be a little bit better. But this is a lot of good strength there. That looks good. That looks really good. Now, look at how wide your hands are when you first enter, right? And then look how you can see right here, you start to close them where you're going to start to grab much better water. So that's good too. Man, be careful. Look at this. I don't know that the stroke judges are going to see this, but you can definitely see underwater. You definitely have a slight flutter kick there that, you know, I've seen from time to time above water, but it's a lot more visual there. So we got to make sure we really think about that. All right, on your turn. You want to make sure that you get those feet stacked more on top of the other. You got them both kind of pointing the same direction. Stack those feet so there's a little more of a cross there as best you can. And then make sure you don't go sideways into a wall. You can kind of see here, this hand all of a sudden is going straight down, where you want it to be right here in your gut, already pointing out in this direction here, not going straight down like it is. And the reason it goes straight down is because, as you've seen in the above water videos, you lift your elbow up and then you drive it back down. As your feet hit that wall, you can see that they're facing sideways, and what we'd like to do is have them facing up here and a much tighter ball where your knees are up and your feet are up. Okay? Now, as we start to push off the wall, look at your hands where you're all over the place with your fingers, so you're not really tight streamline. Your arms are a little bit bent here and here. You're not really behind your ears. You got to make that streamline just so much tighter. What I'd like to see you do is get a lot deeper. You can, again, look at the flutter kick, but you can see you're really pretty much right on the surface of that water. We got to get a little bit deeper, so you want to come off the wall here, and then you're going to start to gradually come up. Not quite so straight and not quite so flat. But kind of look at those feet. Okay, Jill? Those feet are definitely doing flutter kick at times. You can see it there and there too. Okay, so be careful with those feet always. Jillian, you're awesome.